Guys, I think Grow a Garden is actually hearing my complaints about the game because today at around 5 in the morning, we just got word that more buffs have come to the Lunar Glow plants in the brand new Lunar Glow update in Grow a Garden. Today, I'm going to be showing you those exact buffs, going over basically redoing what seeds are actually good because some of them got buffed insanely. And all of that we will be going through in this video. So of course, make sure to subscribe and let's get right into it. And by the way, I spent hundreds of dollars on this video and it's literally free to subscribe. Sorry, I spent hundreds of dollars on all of my Grow a Gardens videos. So please subscribe. It's literally free and I'm trying to hit 100K. Thank you. Anyways, while I was sleeping, we got 2 update messages from Jai Latte. Actually, another one that came out at 3:37 that is also very good and we'll be talking about that as well. But here it is. Fixes/changes. Update 1.05.2 buffed all night plants, Moon Blossom, Moon Glow, Starfruit, Moonflower, Mint, Glowshroom, Nightshade should now sell for much more. Fixed a bug with favorite tool and a few more fixes/changes. Guys, I am so happy about this because my biggest complaint when they buffed the seeds was that they didn't originally actually buff the Moon Blossom. The Moon Blossom didn't get buffed, even though it is way harder than the Candy Blossom, but was still a lot worse than the Candy Blossom seed. So shoot, I guess my prayers have been answered because guys, the Moon Blossom has gotten buffed. I'm going to collect this tree of Moon Blossoms. As you guys can see, these are literally just regular Moon Blossoms. They're not super big. They're not extra mutated, anything like that. Here, this is a completely normal Moon Blossom with no mutations at all. And let's just see how much it sells for. I'm not fully sure how much it's going to sell for, but I just want to see. I want to sell this and 45,125. Is that okay? Wait, let me do some math real quick. Okay, guys, so here I am on the Grow a Garden wiki. This is the Moon Blossom page. And as you can see, the base value is 30,000. And from what I have heard, they have buffed that to now 50,000. And the fruit that was, first of all, once again, it was way easier to get. You could get them for like 10 million back in the Easter update. But this one is obviously unobtainable now. But the base price for these are still 100,000 shekels, which, okay, that's sort of bad news because yes, what this means is that even with the buffs, the Moon Blossom is still half as good as the Candy Blossom, 50% worse. And I mean, that's technically fine. I'm still happy they buffed it in any way at all because, dude, 30,000 base is really bad for how hard it is to get that seed. Anyways, that's the Moon Blossom buff. Now I'm going to show you guys each of the other seeds. We're going to start with, okay, let's do Moon Glows. Let's do Moon Glows first, and then I'll show you guys Starfruit. So for Moon Glows, let me make sure I have one that has no mutations. Okay, right. This one right here, it's pretty decently sized, but it is going to now sell for 26,450, which honestly is really decent, especially because this one is not that hard to get. It's a pretty high chance of like, I think it's like 8% chance to get the Moon Glow in any of the night seed packs. So that's very good. Now we'll test out the Starfruit for you guys real quick. Okay, here's a regular Starfruit at 3.3 kilograms. Let's see how much this guy sells for. It sells for 18,183. And keep in mind, okay, in my opinion, besides the Moon Blossom, I personally think right now, and this is including all the buffs, I personally think the Starfruit is the best one besides the Moon Blossom because not only do they sell for like 10,000 minimum probably each, but every single one of these has like a bunch of Starfruit on it. It's kind of like a tomato plant or a strawberry plant where there's a bunch of Starfruit. It's like blueberries, but they all sell for 18K. Very solid. Anyways, let me sell my inventory so I can just test out the rest of the stuff for you guys real quick. We'll do the Moonflower and we will do the Mushroom. Let me try to grab an unmutated one and I'll sell the Mint even though it is mutated. That's fine. I'll do some math for you guys. Okay, first let's test the Glowshrooms. These used to sell for literally like 200 a piece. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a regular mushroom, 500. I think they doubled the price. I think they doubled the sell price. Still, I wouldn't recommend farming these. They're not that good. Now let's test out the Mint. I think they only only one I have right now is Frozen. Yep. So I think Frozen sells for like 2 times more. So we'll just cut this price in half. Boom, boom, boom. And 81,000. So 40K for a mint is still really decent. But keep in mind, there's only 1 mint that spawns and they take a good amount of time to regenerate. So once again, I'm still on the star fruit. If we're not talking about the moon blossom, I'm still on the star fruit for the best one. Anyways, now let us test. Oh, first of all, I should test the nightshade for you guys as well. We'll test that one quick as well. By the way, the nightshade is the absolute worst one because you get 1 seed and then it's gone. It doesn't regenerate, but this one was wet and sold for 6,000. Very garbage. They weren't good in the first place. So even if they got buffed by like 10 times, they would still be trash. But now the moonflower, last time I sold, oh my goodness, get out of my face. Thank you. Anyways, last time I sold this, I remember it's selling it for a lot. So now let's see this, and 17K. 17K for a regular moonflower. Once again, not that bad. And why the moonflower is a little like either the same level as the mint or better than the mint is because it spawns back way faster than the mint does. Anyways, now that you know that, first of all, if you don't have the moon blossom, the star fruit is the best one. But now that you know how much the plants sell for, how good the plants are, let's talk about the other update that I will show you guys real quick. Update 1.05.3. These changes are live in new and private servers. Reduce the price to reset the Lunar Glow rewards from 1 billion shekels to 5 million shekels, and a few more small fixes that I do not know about. But that's also very good because I literally just made a video on how to get infinite seed packs, and technically it is possible because if you get as many lunar points as possible and you get as much money as possible, you can just keep on resetting your lunar points. For those who don't know, once you finish your whole like lunar point calendar or whatever you want to call it, you can restart it, and the price was 1 billion. And a lot of people are complaining about that because, hey, 1 billion isn't that easy to get. Yes, I have 13.5 billion, so you know, I wouldn't be complaining, but not everyone is rich, and DoBig/Jandel, the owner of the game, did understand that. So he did cut the price down to 500 million. Honestly, a lot of these changes are very solid. Of course, it kind of sucks that we had to wait like 2 or 3 days to get all these changes. Like if we had these changes on day 1, if all the moonlit plants were working right, like they basically used to be impossible to get. If we used to be able to get all that stuff, you know, the update definitely would have been a better situation, but it is what it is. It looks like DoBig is finally making a change for the better, and I'm not just talking about DoBig. I know they only own 25% of the game, okay? Or anybody saying, yo, why'd you lie? No, I told you in my DoBig video that they own 25% of the game, meaning they probably do have some decision making, but of course, Jandel has the main decision making. But right now, it's looking really good, even by a game partially owned by DoBig Studios. These changes are looking better. But we are just a step in the right direction. We need to keep on going that way. If we stop here and then like, it's still not great, okay? It can always be better, but once again, steps in the right direction. I'm really happy about where this game is going, and I want to know what you guys think about this. Leave it in the comments, and of course, subscribe, help me hit 100K. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and subscribe. See you guys. Peace out. Goodbye.